What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cherokee Hacks Life. So today we're going to be unboxing the Fitbit Flex, and if you don't know what it is, basically it's an electronic pedometer, and a pedometer basically counts how many steps you take throughout the day. It kind of tracks your activity, and the cool thing about the Flex is it even tracks your sleeping patterns. The thing that intrigued me, there was a couple things that intrigued me. First, I saw it way back during the CES show, and I'm really a bit of a tech geek. I like the idea of electronics kind of making their way toward making people healthier and stuff. So I thought this was actually a pretty cool idea to actually get people moving around. For me in particular, I know I'm not really much of a cardio person. I know I tend to lead a pretty sedentary lifestyle in terms of when I'm working. I'm basically sitting at a desk all day, which is most of America too, sitting at a desk, kind of, not doing much of anything, and they try all sorts of weird things like I talked about before with like treadmills and shit like that. But this is actually pretty cool. I actually like the idea behind it. So what we're going to do today is going to unbox it. We're going to go through the setup process as well. And then I'm going to actually test the product out for about 2 weeks and see how exactly I like it, what I like about it and stuff. And we'll kind of go right into it. So let's go with the unboxing. Alright guys, so this is basically the Fitbit Flex, and it comes in a pretty interesting little box, really easy to take out. Let's just chuck that real quick. And the setup seemed pretty straightforward, so this is what it basically comes in the box. This is the actual wristband itself, and then inside is the actual pedometer. So if you notice here, it's kind of tucked away in here, and it actually is interesting because my understanding is this thing kind of plugs into your USB and everything. And this is pretty cool. Like for the females out there, you have smaller wrists, obviously. Comes with an extra little band that's actually a little bit smaller for the females out there. I guess kids, if you want to buy it for your kid or something. But this basically plugs into here. All right, and then this would basically charge up, is my guess. I think it goes this way. Yep, it goes that way. So boom, this actually goes in there and it kind of charges up and stuff. So let's kind of follow the login instructions on how to actually get this thing set up. It came with these instructions that basically just says go to fitbit.com/setup and start setting it up. So let's go ahead and start setting it up, and then we'll go through the screen and show you guys how to set this bad boy up. Alright, so let's basically go to the website real quick, and this is basically what it looks like. So let's click on the left, download here, let's click that, save the file, and then you're going to run the file. It's going to download. Shouldn't take long at all to actually run the file. And then hit next. Agree, obviously, install. Very small file too, nothing too large at all. Let's go ahead and run it. Alright, so let's set up a brand new Fit device. Now obviously if you have one already, then you can, if you're an existing user, you can go ahead and set it up. So there's a couple ways you can set up. You can do Facebook, or you can set up a new account. I tried the Facebook way, so I wanted to show you guys the Facebook way. It was really, really weird. Right? So you go to account setup, you type in your username, you type in your password, and then on the setup itself, it's really weird because it doesn't show you like anything. Like it just pops open my Facebook and doesn't do anything. It just took me through the site. I was like, after a couple minutes of fidgeting around, I said, alright, screw this. Let me just go ahead and just set up a regular account. So I set up a regular account, didn't link it through Facebook or anything like that. Left it checked off to go ahead and send me new products, whatever. I'll unsubscribe if it gets annoying. You type in your name, your gender, your date of birth. Yes, I'm 32 years old. It's cool. I'm 5'8". I'm 178 pounds. I'm actually leaning out right now. I don't really do too much cardio, so I'm still leaning out. Alright, so obviously you have the Flex. You go through the Flex, and it's very straightforward. Flex is track, blah, blah, blah. How you take it out. It's very simple. It kind of just slides right out. And you're supposed to charge it up real quick, but for purposes of this actual setup, I didn't actually go through all that with you guys. I basically just plugged it right in and started using the darn thing. So then let's go ahead and hit next. This basically tells you the 2 sizes that you have. Are you male or female? Comes with the clips or whatever. Comes with an extra clip in the box. So then after you've charged it, you should have put all the, slide it back into place or whatever. Then you got to slide in that little wireless dongle is what it's called. You basically just plug it in and then it starts just installing onto your computer. So it's installing, it downloads all its drivers or whatever. After it's done downloading the drivers, you're going to click on next, and after you click on next, it's going to try to sync up. So it's still saying it's unplugged, it's not unplugged. Just give it a couple more seconds to actually get connected. Just hit continue again and it'll start searching for your flex. So it'll take a couple seconds to actually sync up, and then it'll find your flex device, and you should be all good to go at this point once it actually starts syncing up. It's found, you double tap it, and then it'll actually vibrate, which is pretty cool. And you just click I felt it buzz. After you feel it buzz, it buzzed. And that's it. It's set up, hit next. Then you'll go to the dashboard. And the dashboard is interesting, to say the least. I thought it was pretty interesting. So basically, here's your dashboard. Shows a bunch of different information. Shows your activity, what activities you've done. Shows what food plans you can have and stuff. Weekly, your logs, your weight, etc., etc. Very interesting in this regard. Most of you probably already have MyFitnessPal though, and want to start getting this thing synced up. But it's not that easy to actually sync up. It doesn't actually just point to any direction on, how you set it up or how you link it up. It's not very intuitive that way. So I wound up just going to MyFitnessPal and trying to see how to actually set it up through MyFitnessPal. And there's an apps button up on the top. Click on the apps button, or actually I clicked on mobile just to see what the hell is going on in here. And I kind of just let that go, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Here's an apps button. Click the apps, and then when you click on apps, you're going to click on where it says connect to. Don't click on the other part, and then just hit authorize. Hit yes to authorize. It'll take a couple seconds. It'll take you down to the bottom. You agree to all this crap, and boom, it's authorized. Now the one downside that I found from this actual setup portion is that it didn't actually, it's synced up, cool, but when you go back to the dashboard on your Fitbit, let's go back to the dashboard, blah, 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 okay, dashboard, dashboard, dashboard. Alright, so once you go back to your dashboard, it didn't actually sync your food, like anything that I've eaten already for the day, didn't sync anything up. It's talking something about 1,500 more calories I've burned already. But it didn't actually sync up what food I've eaten already throughout the week. So that's a bit of a downside. We'll kind of be looking for it to, do its thing later on and showing exactly what it should be doing. Hopefully it'll actually start giving me some up-to-date information with the actual app. And here's what the actual app looks like too. So you can actually download this, and you have an app as well. Alright, so basically it's very straightforward with the app itself. Here's the app. It's pretty cool. It only syncs up, which I thought was pretty cool. The only time it actually syncs up and actually connects to the Flex is when you actually open up the app. I was kind of concerned at first that it was going to be draining my battery by having the Bluetooth constantly on, connecting to the device. But it only actually starts trying to connect to it when it has an opportunity to actually open up the device, or whenever you actually open up the device. So this is cool. So far I've taken quote-unquote 13 steps, but that's me doing all my crazy hand movements or whatever whenever I'm talking. And then it tells me how many calories I've burned and how many calories I want to burn for the day, what my current weight is. You can actually edit some of this stuff. So we can go to sleep settings. You can kind of set up your log pattern and see what kind of sleeping pattern you have, which is pretty cool if you're one of those people like me that don't really sleep too much. We can go here and you can actually set yourself up with an alarm. So you can give yourself an alarm, add a new alarm, and I'm actually going to test this out right now. I'm going to set it up to wake me up at 7 a.m. I'm usually up before that, but it'll be interesting to actually have this thing go off. Save it. Boom, there's a new alarm. It's going to sync up. And done. That's it. Set up the alarm for the actual device. Pretty cool. Very straightforward. The food, again, it should start tracking. Okay, cool. It actually did sync up. So it actually tracked how much calories I took in today. I took in 1 lunch meal. It doesn't actually say exactly what I've taken in because I guess it hasn't synced up completely. Lunch, let me see. Nope. Just basically just synced up all the information from today. Hasn't totally synced up with all the other information for the day. So yeah, guys, I'll be testing this thing out for the next 2 weeks or so, kind of reporting on it, probably on my Facebook page as I go along, and finally do a 2-week review 2 weeks from today. So keep posted for that. Hopefully the video actually helped you guys get it all set up. Very, very simple. Again, the Facebook part was a little weird. Some of the stuff not syncing over completely from previous days is a little weird. There's still some tweaking on the setup process, so how many calories exactly I want to be taking in. And I'm pretty specific about what I do with my calories, and I have a whole host of videos detailing exactly what I'm doing with my eating habits and stuff. So feel free to check out those videos, and as always, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, share the video if you'd like, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Talk to you later.